I think there's a lot of things that we're going to be able to take from film and clean up. It was fun to get out there and, make some plays and all, but I think we were sloppy at times. I think that, there's a lot to improve on, and that starts with me being, more efficient in the huddle and being more efficient in my reads and whatnot.
Just overall, first game, it was a pretty good game for your first one. How are you feeling so far, being Redbird?
Oh, I feel great, man. I'm blessed, very blessed to be here, and just happy that we got the win, and happy that we get to go again next week against a rival. I'm really looking forward to that one.
You obviously zipped them 46-0, St. Xavier, D2 school. Was this kind of like a tune-up game for you guys? Is that what you consider it?
I mean, I think a first game of any season, I don't ever think you can consider it a tune-up game. We've been looking to get back into the season since December. We've been grinding through fall camp at the beginning of August, and I think you could call our own inter-squad scrimmages our own little tune-up things, but I don't think it's right to call the first game of the season any tune-up game, because we're not really tuning anything up. It's our first game of the season, and they gave great effort. They played very well against us, but we fought really hard, and that's kind of just what the score showed.
How well did you guys think you were able to adapt both offensively and defensively, given this D2 school coming into tonight's home opener?
I think offensively, we came in with our plan, and we wasn't thinking of them as a D2 team or anything like that. We got in the film room and we put together a game plan like I think we'll do every week. They kind of showed us a few different things and stuff we wasn't expecting. Probably wrinkles that they had just playing us. But I think it was good, and I think we'll be able to learn a lot from the film, like I said earlier.
Yeah, on defense, we had a game plan going in, keeping it simple, just wanting to execute our base calls. We watched a lot of film on them, and they came out and did a lot of different stuff that we haven't seen a lot of, a lot of screens, double passes, reverses. So, it was just like, it was good to get in those situations and practice that, and yeah, we executed well. So
they definitely came out with all their best stuff. Like Zach said, we prepared all week for what we thought they were going to come out in, and these guys were a shotgun team almost every snap we saw them play, and they came out under center almost every snap in the first couple drives. So coming out in the game plan that we had to adjust and kind of get going on that, but we adjusted well and really kind of twisted around our game plan the way we needed to.
You talk about adjusting, so let's say the game plan for the offense is going one way, switches another way. How can you sort of specifically try to explain that? How can you sort of adjust into their game plan?
Well, it's all about, having your keys and reading the right kind of guys, because depending on what their offense wants to do, there will be players on that offensive line or in the back end wide receivers that will tell you what the play is. So along those lines, coaches did a great job of letting us know who's going to take you to the ball and who's going to take you to the play. So it's really just adjusting our keys and figuring out the next guy to really look at for.
And a lot of that comes from, we got a lot of smart guys on this team, and a lot of that comes back to relaying things back that you see to the coaches on the sideline. Obviously, the coaches could blatantly see that they're not shotgun on the first couple of things. So it's one of those things where you come to the sideline, everybody's there, we're on the whiteboards, and just everybody's kind of describing what they saw, just adjusting from there. And those are, having the guys that we have on our defense and on our offense as well. Everybody's really able to adapt and adjust and really change, what we need to do to be successful.
Ty, can you take us through your interception?
Oh, God. So we ran just a base blitz that we had. I came down, got double teamed by two of the linemen, so I kind of popped out. Came around the corner. Zach had him wrapped up, and he was trying to get rid of the ball. As he was falling to the ground, ball got caught in his shoulder, just kind of tipped, fell right in my lap. And the running back ran me down. But it was fun. That's the first time I've carried the ball since high school. So it was very, very much of an adrenaline rush, but it was a lot of fun to be able to get something like that, and what I basically consider my first career start. So it was a lot of fun.
What's going through your head when you just make that instant transition from a defensive player to an offensive player right after you get that interception?
Score. Run. Score. You're thinking score right away because, obviously you want to catch the ball first, but as soon as I caught that ball, I just saw the green. I kind of seen that running back out of the corner of my eye. I saw him probably about like the 35-yard line. I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be close. And I looked at the 20-yard line. He was a lot closer than I thought he was going to be. And then he kind of dove in my legs. I wasn't scoring would have been great, but I mean, I put the offense in great field position. We scored on the next play. So
I think
it was,
I got my first touchdown, so I'm glad you.
I was
kinda
gonna
glad you
say,
got
I mean,
caught there.
I'll never live it down. You know,
Kinda glad
I
they got
hawked
you
by
by the
running
feet.
back, but it was, it was great to put our offense in great field position,
No
and
doubt.
we came out and scored right away. So.
Zach, you guys held them to negative rushing yards. You know, there were a couple, the punt snap counted and stuff like that. You guys still did really well against the rush. What was the key there?
Just playing downhill, playing aggressive, and doing our job right. You know, everybody doing their own job. Like I said, they had a lot of twists and wrinkles. You know, we had to adjust our keys and stuff. But all in all, just playing aggressive, flying to the ball, and not giving up. Really set the tone for our defense. I mean, having the secondary come crashing down like you saw a lot. You know, it's just really great to be out there and finally fly around against a team other than your own. So it was a lot of fun.
Anything else for these guys? Any more questions?
Thanks,
You
guys.
guys are good to go.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Solid pitch out for your defense, shutout for the defense, and a good overall start.
Yeah, it was a good start. You know, there's a lot of things we need to work on. Obviously, we're not ready for prime time quite yet, but it's funny. It's difficult in the first game. You know, I'm not a big fan of first games. It make you nervous. You never know how a team's going to react, and it's funny to see how not funny, but it was, you know, they had a game under the belt, and they've been through the tempo of a game, and with the new clock, the way it's run, the 40-second clock, it you know, that was a little issue with us, and we had some substitution issues a few times, but all in all, I think we did pretty well. We had, 5 turnovers, forced 5 turnovers on defense, and you know, we had 2 short field 4th down stops, one on a goal line and one in a short field down at the other end, and that's a good sign. They defended every inch, like Travis says. We got to defend every inch, and they did that. There's some good things on offense. There's some things we got to clean up, and the kicking game was solid. And now we move forward and try to get ready for Eastern, get better. Questions?
You're talking about moving forward. I asked your players this question, but from a coach's perspective, you played St. Xavier NAIA team. Was this sort of a tune-up game for the rest of your season?
I don't think I'd call it that, but you know, any non-conference game is getting you ready for your conference season, and because that's the most important part of your schedule. But you know, our next game's against a big heated rival here in our state, and so that carries a little more weight. But you know, in any situation like this, you want to see some guys under the gun a little bit, some young guys. So I guess tune-up would be good, but for the older guys, maybe, but not for the younger guys.
Did their offense show you some new things?
Yeah, they showed us all. They didn't even run their offense. It was different. You know, they didn't do a whole lot of their stuff they've shown on tape, and it was a lot different. A lot of trick plays. That's what I was most proud of our team. I thought defensively we played really disciplined, and we're able to the reverse passes. We're able to defend them pretty good, and not let the gimmick plays beat you. You know, and the trick plays are hard to practice, but I thought the players did a pretty good job of recognizing them and playing sound fundamental defense.
Picking Brady over Colby in the first game, how do you think he fared coming off of his injury?
He did okay. You know, I thought he played pretty well. He's very calm. You know, he wasn't. I didn't think he had many nerves. You know, he's a pretty calm, cool guy, anyways. And he missed I thought he had Snell there on a 3rd down pass early in the first half. I think you'd like to have that throw back. I've seen him make those throws, and he's a very accurate thrower. He had 1 or 2 drops. Some were dropped, and we had some communication issues getting the right play called off the wristband, and that happens. And he's been part of a no huddle offense, so that's a little different. You know, the coach lines you up, and then they call the play from the press box. So this is a lot different in that you have to kill plays and get the offense in the right protections, the right runs, and so it's different. So I thought he was pretty good there, but he had his share of mistakes. But I was happy with all 3 quarterbacks, but the first 2 guys did a good job, I thought. Yeah.
What was the reason on taking Davis out so early and putting Kobe in the second?
Well, it was, I felt we needed a little spark there. I felt that Jake needed time under center when the game was still on the line, and he has earned that right. And I felt that sometimes you can take a guy out of the game and let him watch for a little bit. And I think it was good for Brady to see how he's being attacked. And I thought he got rid of the ball a little quicker in the second half, and was better. And I felt it was really important to give Jake playing time when the game was in doubt. So.
And you also said last week that, I quote, that they're both starting quarterbacks in your mind. A week later, has that kind of changed a little bit?
No, not really. They're both starting caliber quarterbacks. They have the ability to start just about anywhere they're at. Both of them do. So that's a really nice thing to have. But no, that hasn't changed a whole lot with me.
So interchangeably for going out for the rest of the season, we don't really have a necessary first QB1.
Oh no, we have a first quarterback.
And that would be Davis.
That'd be Davis, correct?
Okay, but it's not a timeshare.
No,
Okay.
but both guys will play.
Okay.
Okay, word on Peyton Jones or Drew Bones as far as their injuries?
Peyton Jones, a little worried about that one. We'll see in the morning. So I'm a little worried just about the mechanism. The knee injury that was non-contact. You know what that means usually, and I'm not a big fan of that. They usually, but we'll see. I don't want to speculate, but I don't feel good about that one. But we'll see in the morning. Maybe he'll be okay. Bones actually hurt the same knee, exact same injury. So, we'll see about his availability this week. But that's what I've been told, and that's a good thing in that, that's not a season-ending thing, and it's not going to take him, a whole lot of time. But he might have to take some time off to let it heal up a little bit. But we'll see how he does. He came back pretty fast last time, so.
You forced 5 turnovers in the first half. Overall, what do you say about that?
Well, I think that's really good. Our staff works hard on that, and we're ball aware, and we did a good job playing the ball in the air, and he forced a couple fumbles there as well, and I think we had 4 interceptions in the first half, which is great, and I'm obviously very happy with that. When you give the offense a short field, that really helps. So, but it's a good point because turnovers are big when you get them.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you, Coach.
Did you have one more?
You said you want to see your team clean more things up. What kinds of things specifically?
What's that now?
You say you want to see your team clean more things up.
Just getting in and out of the huddle quicker, communication from the sideline. When we're changing into a different scenario when it comes to kicking game from offense to defense. Special team wise, there's a lot of transition. So those are things you got to clean up because you don't want to use a timeout when you're short personnel or you got a guy that's not paying attention. So those are things we need to clean up because that'll come back and bite you down the road because you have to burn a timeout or you get penalized. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay.